Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the third news on 29th January newspaper front page note. Opposition terms a grant of funds to Prime Minister's political bribe by Ahmed Wasim. Islamabad, the country's two major opposition parties have lashed out at the Prime Minister Imran Khan for announcing Rupees 500 million development funds for each lawmaker just weeks before Senate elections and called it a political bribe. The leaders of the Pakistan People's Party (PPP) and the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz (PMLN) termed the announcement yet another U-turn by the Prime Minister, recalling that while in the opposition, Prime Minister used to denounce the act of distribution of development funds among the lawmakers. Talking to Dawn here on a Thursday PM, PPP Secretary General Faratullah Babar said the PPP condemned this announcement because it had been made at a time when Senate elections were just weeks away. He said the funds had been announced for political wheeling dealing before the Senate polls. He recalled that before the elections, Mr. Khan had once stated that the job of the lawmakers was to do legislation and carrying out development activities was the responsibility of local governments. Similarly, Senator PPP Senator Mustafa Nawaz Coker termed the government move another U-turn by Mr. Khan and alleged that at this point in time, the move seems to be a political bribe for lawmakers belonging to Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI, so that they don't slip away and vote for the party's candidates in upcoming elections. Whatever the PTI stood for before elections, it seems that it is a different PTI which is ruling the country now. Before elections, it was a different Imran Khan, and now we have a different Imran Khan, Mr. Coker said. At that time, he said Mr. Khan had promised that he would not give funds to lawmakers and would strengthen the local government system. Today, he said the PTI governments in the Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa were about to complete half of their term, but there were no local governments in the two provinces. Fulfilling the long-standing demand of the ruling PTI lawmakers for development funds for their constituencies, Prime Minister Khan while presiding over a parliamentary party meeting on a Wednesday, had announced a grant of Rs 500 million for each member of the National Assembly and the provincial assemblies under sustainable development goals so that they could carry out development schemes in their constituencies. PMLM Secretary General Ahsan Iqbal also termed the step a U-turn by Mr. Khan and a frustrated move by him in an effort to keep the ruling alliance intact in the wake of the anti-government campaign of the Pakistan Democratic Movement (PDM) and to ensure that the party PMAs vote for friends of Imran in the upcoming Senate elections. Earlier, during a news conference, Mr. Iqbal alleged that the government wanted to bring the bill in the parliament to amend a few selected clauses of the constitution after learning that the PTI lawmakers did not want to vote for party candidates in a Senate elections. He, the Prime Minister, wants the Senate elections through a show of hands, as he knows that in the secret ballot, the PTI will lose the Senate polls, Mr. Iqbal said. Moreover, he alleged the government intended to amend some clauses of the Constitution to allow dual nationals to contest elections of the parliament to favor a few individuals. In the government, if the government is serious in election reforms, it should announce a comprehensive electoral reform and discuss it with the opposition in the parliamentary committee, said Mr. Iqbal, whose party has already announced that it would not hold talks with government outside of the parliament on any matter. The PMLN leader said that instead of amending the constitution in special fashion, the government should discuss the alleged rigging in the 2018 elections and the steps needed for preventing such incidents in future. He said the party was not ready to become a party of any such game of constitution amendment. He said that the final decision would be taken on February 4. The PMLN leader also lashed out at the government over the report of the Transparency International that he said had exposed the corruption of the present government in the last 2 years. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel and press the like and the bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.